These mid laners, they're very comfortable with either matchup. Again, Qiao and DouYuTV are both LeBlanc and Kassadin experts.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this one goes for them. I'm guessing that it's going to be about counter windows between LeBlanc's proccing of the chains, with Kassadin being able to rip walk away, but early 1 through 5 is going to be really rough for Qiao.
I feel like a lot of this game is about that dive potential. I mean, you've got Rengar, Kassadin, Malzahar, who can go either offensive or defensive, depending on whether they're diving or getting dived upon. So WE have got a lot of options with this.
Eye's kind of on Mystic, though, because he really doesn't have a lot of safety. Even though there is a Shin in this composition, that's not for the Jhin. He's pretty much, I assume it's going to be very much a CDR penetration build, which is fairly common on Jhin, but it's really about empowering his ultimate, and that's really what Mystic is there for.
But now it's Mystic in the bottom lane with a very large wave. Assist ping's going down bottom. As DouYuTV is engaged upon this, looks like it might be first blood as he leaps away and chases out. Kandi flashes and will be able to get that first blood as Cloud retreats away. Clid is going to be murderized by Kandi. Now they're turning onto Ben. Flay is going to pull him forward. He's got no flash because he used it to engage earlier. This is a very sweet revenge for DouYuTV, but it will only net 1 kill.
And that's double teleport burned. UG to step out anywhere at all because you're competing across from this. These pits
here goes
like
Clid.
this.
He doesn't have his ultimate, but Kandi shreds through. Kabe gets there for the save, but Ben is going to be able to finish it off with those Voidlings.
And it's so devastating. You cannot step forward because the Jhin ultimate will be able to slow you, and Rengar's just going to be running right behind you.
Central flanks. There was 2, in fact. They got sweeped, and then he snuck forward and just dropped another one. But Kabe is going to be rushed down by WE as he is overextended on the opposite side of the map. Not quite the late game Maokai as he flashes forward, but there is no blast cone. Lantern is just too late. Cloud even used his flash to get over there. And Mystic, is going to chase him down. Kandi, decides to let him go with that Cloud Drake. Not to mention the fact that he's a Kassadin. They flash forward, engage onto Clid. That's on the hunt being used by Candy7 to try and disengage, but they've already lost their jungler. But he does have the ultimate off of cooldown, and Kandi also has his own. DouYuTV continues to use the decoy, or the, there's Cloud. You called it.
Shouldn't be super confident to go for Baron, but why?
That is a very long cooldown. DouYuTV goes back in, then turns onto Ben. He's got no flash, but Exhaust denies the damage. They're able to nuke that support as DouYuTV plays a very dangerous game.
Qiao is now looking for the flank.
Janitor Kassadin hops over the wall. DouYuTV starts his recall flash. He goes back in to dodge the deadly flourish, but Qiao and Kandi dive it and clean up another 3 kills. Kandi's looking for the flank, is just waiting outside of the vision. Curtain call plus teleport from behind, and suddenly this is Qiao in the meat grinder as WE collapse. Cloud is in the front, soaking so much, but there's only so little that he can do. Clid and DouYuTV kite it out with Kabe, but Kandi is chasing. There goes the flourish, which is sidestepped, and a chain is going to stop Kandi from chasing, but 957 has got flash, but does he have the shadow dash? It turns out yes. He does, and he gets the kill. And
meanwhile, there is a massive creep wave that is forming on the Nexus towers. Team WE, they're not pushing this game any further. They're going to end it right here.
Yeah, it's only up to DouYuTV and Kabe to try to stop this, but they just don't have enough right now. DouYuTV leaps back as Kabe is trying to keep them off of the Nexus turret, but there's nothing he can do to stop Mystic in the back. DouYuTV leaps in before getting back onto the fountain, and the Nexus itself is shredded down by WE, and they take game number 1. Over Qiao.
And this is such an LPL thing to still have Trundle in a support position. Because they have a Shin, I mean, it's not awful, and he is into a Thresh, so he's not going to be punished too hard, especially because you took away the Zyra and the Malzahar. But I just feel like, for some reason, they just don't care about Karma at all. And it's just weird, because Karma works so well with Ezreal, because she augments his ability to clear waves. But, they're like, Trundle support, do it.
Instead, they're going for the Ice Pillar on top of the Curtain Call.
Yeah, this is the cool thing, is that Trundle actually has the longest displacement ability of any champion in the game. Maybe with Gragas. I don't know. What's Gragas' range on Cask?
I do not know off the top of my head.
Okay, well, 600 on Trundle's Pillar. So obviously if Jhin sets up for his ultimate, bam, Pillar right in his face, that's going to dampen your day.
It certainly is, but this is Qiao with their composition all locked in. They've got one more chance to bring us to game 3. And the Lee Sin is here. Actually goes back in. Shadow Dash is knocked up. That's flash used. Clid gets the flash kick onto 957. He's looking for the execution damage, and they're trying to burn through his health. 957 goes down, and Kabe gets first blood. 957 has his teleport.
This is the one play that they can make, 957.
957 again, shadow dashes, but this time there isn't too much to try to keep him safe. Kabe again with a kill.
And he's brave to do this, and I think he has the confidence because he knows that Lee Sin at least doesn't have his ultimate, so you're not dealing with that burst damage, but Doinby is now on the way up, so he's teleporting.
Realm Warp and 957 is caught out once again. It's Doinby who cleans it up.
He is single-handedly the MVP for QG right now, but now that they've got their backs down and they feel that they've spent their gold, maybe they'll make the play.
The hook catches Ollie, and there's the package. That support Trundle didn't stand a chance, didn't even get to subjugate.
And farther, Shin gets back into this.
Uh-oh, they might be trying to focus down. 957 again, flash, snare, Shadow Dash catches two, and he flashes on his own, but Doinby is able to get some damage, and 957, that poor man, goes down again.
And this...
It is 1v2, and no, never mind, that's a 2v2. There's a Shen in there as Klid hops over the wall. 957 looks for the Shadow Dash. Klid is now caught and has been burned down. WE collapse and secure the kill, and again, as the neutral objective spawns, WE collapse.
But it's
already down to half. Realm Warp is being used as Doinby tries to get into the back of the pit. He's going to be caught immediately, and immediately Klid goes in, but is not able to do enough. Doinby follows over the far side, and Qiao and Kandi sneak the Baron faster than Xiaogu can respond. And start a fight here on this Ocean Drake. Kandi goes in, Klid's in the pit. That's going to be the stand united as he tries to get in there. Mystic in the back is followed up by Kid, who gets kicked in, and Mystic goes down exhaust onto Qiao. Denies the damage source for WE, but he gets huge AoE, and Kandi is destroyed. The mob squad of Xiaogu chase down the members of WE, and one by one they fall. The dragon is now there.
The Baron empowers your siege, WE. It doesn't empower... that's unfortunate. So they got their Baron. They thought that was going to be kind of their light at the end of the tunnel. They've window in between the dragons or the monster objectives because the tower, so many towers have fallen, is kind of like a gentleman's agreement. But these guys just want to kill each other.
Yeah, Klid actually goes way too hard for the blue buff. Yes, you got it, but at what cost? It's Mystic who now has the cooldown reduction.
This warp as well as the Ghost, and they trade positioning here. Ali now caught.
Yeah, flashes over the wall. Snare still catches him with the deadly flourish. Curtain Call is almost certainly going to mean the end of Ali here as he drops down, and WE are again prepped on the Baron. Kabe teleports in with a fresh home guard. Flash from Pen. He's like, get me out of here. Kandi follows up as well as Klid as they try to burn through the health, and it's a quick 2 kills. Qiao and Ben goes down. Kandi gets kicked and chased by Kabe as the very sticky composition from Xiaogu pick up 3 kills.
And all of that vision preparation setup pays off because Kabe got his pick of the litter about whatever ward he wanted to teleport to with the home guards. And now that they've made massive picks on the wave clear, they're going to go ahead and try to break one of the inhibs.
Yeah, they're rushing right on down. Do not have the reduced damage from minions. There they go. Now they're finally able to break down the inhibitor turret, and the inhib itself follows. It's 25 seconds for Qiao. They continue to move forward. Mystic and 957 are going to try to defend this as Nexus turret number 1 is being burned through. Doinby gets huge damage onto Mystic, who's forced to sit on the fountain. 957 gets a good taunt onto Klid, but Kabe is so tanky. He's taking the turret. Ben is back up, but the Nexus is being burned down, and Xiaogu are going to bring us to game number 3 for the second time this week.
And you can do the same thing where you unlock your bottom lane, and instead of continuing to push into a different lane, you can actually just move the mid lane and throw the same play.
So that was Trundle locked in despite the graphical bug. We did not have 2 Tahm Kenches, but this time it's Trundle going top.
He's so OP, I want 2 of them.
Yes. Please, sir, may I have another? As the final swaps are completed, WE with their final composition for the weekend. And Xiaogu looking very strong. Once again, hoping to bring it back and take the win here in Game 3 and replicate their success against Vici earlier this week.
They have so much mobility.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. You know that if Trundle gets ahead, which they've already kind of showcased that their game plan is to get Kabe rolling, if he gets ahead on that Trundle, he's going to have split push pressure. A catch when Doinby is throwing out a skill shot to dodge it, but also make sure that he's not backing inappropriately.
Ooh, Doinby, that's the Ignite being used. They're looking for first blood, and they find it, but Klid answers by killing Qiao as he flashes away with double buff. Klid is able to get some damage against Kandi. Doinby is unable to convert that. Kabe has collapsed upon his WE turn onto him and destroy that Trundle. They can't clear them all if there's 7.
It gives you vision for that split second when the control word's on it.
Yeah. Qiao looking to kill Kabe here. That was flash used. He saw the stand united, and he dies very inelegantly. And DouYuTV is going to face check into Kandi and Ben. The collapse from WE. But there's no ward. That's Clairvoyance Trinket spotted out. Now he's going to teleport behind. Tempered Fate goes wide. Split is the target. They're forcing the fight. Chain of Corruption is dodged, but the curtain call gets Fountain. Clit is on the far side. 957 is still inside. And Clit walks away with his life, but Ali cannot say the same. He goes down. Clit gets back in. Kandi is dead. And Qiao turn the fight. 3 go down. And Mystic, tanking the Baron, has to walk away with his tank and support.
Minutes has now been absorbed as Team WE. This is like Hail Mary. Stop them at all costs.
Yeah, 957 is pretty tanky, but DouYuTV stoning it out. The arrow catches Clit. He's very low. They have to protect the smite. Shatter Dash doesn't catch him as Allouche gets in. Mystic tries to get one and will kill Kid before Ben gets out of the back. 957 is now the one tanking the Baron. Baron has done more damage in this team fight than the team players.
But there's no jungler alive.
They're going to try to burn through the health. Mystic has the arrow. They're going to try to stall it out. He fires. It's on cooldown right now. Burn down the Baron. Abyssal Voyage as they're trying to get it back in. 300 health. Finally, they secure it as Ali. Abyssal Voyage right on top of Mystic and is denied chase by Ben. Yeah, that's the magical journey. And yep, he took the bait. He turns back onto Qiao and is doing a lot. Can he kill Qiao? That's the stand united, but that means Shen isn't doing anything. Oh, but gets blocked by the minion. Collapsing. 957. He has his stand united back up. Redemption is going to heal Kabe right back up the hill. DouYuTV flashes as the Abyssal Voyage. They're chasing that Shen down. It's all or nothing on that tank. And they're able to lock it down, but where do they go from here? Will it be canceled in time? If he can make it back into the base, he does. That's teleport ready from both of the top laners. Split doing what he can. Tempered Fate catches the lead. Tempered Fate goes down. Curtain Call looking for some damage. Chain of Corruption keeps DouYuTV locked down in the front as Ben goes to the back. Kandi gets kicked in and annihilated with DouYuTV. Huge play from Clit to lock that down as 957 is going to keep Qiao from trying to follow this. But they will not stop. They cannot stop. The minion wave is being pulled by Qiao, and Qiao have got to decide what to do. The Kenshi flashes away, and they're trying to brute force this. 3,000 health, and the Elder Dragon is forgotten. Curtain Call on the side, and Qiao knows exactly where to go. Alone is demolished by Qiao, but Kandi is going to GA pop in the pit. They've got a very small window to try to burn through this dragon. No, they forget about it and turn back into the fight. Qiao Zanya's to buy time. Ali is tanking in the front along with Clit and Kabe. He's able to save him, pops over the wall. Qiao follows, but the auto is able to get it. It's up to Kabe and Alone and Kabe, Ali, and DouYuTV, but Ali goes down and WE win the fight and take the Elder Dragon.
LeBlanc does not have a single win in the LPL so far, but Qiao is trying his damnedest to turn that around. That was a beautiful flanking play from Qiao that secures them the dragon and keeps them in this game.
Kabe is not probably thrilled about this, as he's going to die to a support Bard and Mystic. GA is going to be popped as well. Turns to get some damage onto Mystic as 957 is already working on the inhibitor. But this is a huge window for WE. Now that they've picked up this Elder Dragon and denied the Baron buff for Qiao. Inhibitor falls before Qiao can respond. And WE are just working their way down into this. There goes the Curtain Call. 957 is eating some damage, trying to get to the journey, but he's denied. Clit gets away from the Chains of Corruption, and DouYuTV is able to drop Ben, despite the fact that he has got huge regeneration, and 957 with sub 100 health walks it off.
They're going to continue to chase them, though. Clit could look for Mystic.
Misses the Sonic Wave, but Akabe is looking for 957. They've got 2 inhibs down and a large wave shoving bottom. Mystic is caught by the Sonic Wave and will die for his troubles, and Qiao answer back with another set of kills of their own. Division, Magical Journey finds Ben. He flashes over the wall, and they're able to get that as Qiao follows up and finds Ali, but the tether actually keeps Ali close. 957 goes in, denies some of this initial damage as Ali is forced to get away. Chain of Corruption finds DouYuTV. That's the teleport used by Kabe. And Alone sets up the Curtain Call. Qiao once again looking to flank, and Alone ready to save his carry as Clit goes in onto 957. Qiao flanks along with Kandi at the same time. Ali somehow still alive as Kandi goes low and goes down. What is the team fighting kings? Could they be returning here as Qiao win the fight?
Trying to flood the base and just distract Kabe. Like you said, he doesn't have his teleport. His primary responsibility here is just to keep the base standing. So 957 and Qiao are just being obnoxious.
Then he gets caught by a snare and is immediately destroyed. Qiao are the ones who find the pick. They continue to chase forward. DouYuTV flashes onto Mystic. There's the Stand United. Meanwhile, Allouche trying to save Alone from Qiao. They're able to... No, DouYuTV died in the meanwhile. 957 gets in as Qiao flashes. Alone is away from the Tom Kench, and Qiao are falling apart at the seams. Kabe is going to get up there. There's the knockup, and the Abyssal Voyage is not there in time. It's 3 members of Qiao against 3 members of WE.
Look at their base.
Racing forward. There are super minions on top of the Nexus turrets. They can't go back too far as Kandi chases forward. They're able to drop Ali, and Clid is there trying to clear the minions. Kabe is kiting it back as best he can. The Chain of Corruption is back off cooldown, and the inhibs get back up in time. Got minions coming. It's 2 versus 3 right now. It's all up to Kabe. Can he do this? Kabe can... That Lee Sin gets in, kicks Mystic back. They're doing so much damage. They're trying to burn through. They are able to drop Mystic, but they lose Clid in the meanwhile. Kabe doesn't have the subjugate, but he does have Flash. He's also got his GA. So he's playing the very patient game, and QG are still alive. Staying in this somehow. It's 3,000 gold difference. What is that damage, DouYuTV? You're... But what? What? Look at GA's face. The pit to zone Kandi out. It's down to 2,000 health. He leaps over the wall, and this is Baron picked up by Qiao.
Beautifully executed from Kabe. As soon as they saw that Kha'Zix used his E to disengage over the wall, they knew that the Baron was theirs. And now it feels a bit scattered or kind of a bit weighted to one side. You know, you look at Vici, like the top side of the map looks great.
Oh, Clid went so far. He gets the insect on the Mystic, but he's shielded up, and they're able to destroy him. Alone goes down in the back, and Kandi's going to try to assassinate him, but that is way too deep. Stand United, they keep him up. DouYuTV goes down, and they're going to try to collapse onto Qiao. He goes down, but that's Kandi dropping as well. Alone is kiting it out on the back, and Ben is running for his life, and it looks like they drop Kandi with a big 4th bullet crit. 957 gets a shadow dash, but he's not long for this world. Qiao might be able to win this fight. Don't even bother with the snare. End the game, Qiao.
But they have to get the creep wave.
Akabe's been chasing Ben for ages. This troll is having one heck of a time, and the minion wave is being denied. There's the Abyssal Voyage being used on by Ali. Even the Ocean Dragon is keeping them occupied. 957 and Ben are putting out a valiant effort. Clid and Alone are trying to finish this off. Ben is leading them on a very merry chase indeed. They have got 6 minions to try to end the game with. There's Teleport, used a little bit too soon before the Nexus turrets as Qiao chase forward.
But that's fine because you have the tankiness from Clid as well as Trundle. So even if the creep wave dies by not having the teleport there and available, QG are just going to burn through this.
They got Ben, immediately kicked 957 back, and from the depths of defeat, 2 inhibitors down, 57 minutes in. Qiao, big high fives, big smiles. They take the win in this game 3.